Hello, and I am Miss Yetter, and today we are continuing our book, The Worst Class Trip Ever, and we are on Chapter 7, page 77, so if you'll join along with me, please. Somehow, Susanna got rid of the police. We went back to her room before they got to the hotel, and I don't know what she said to her roommates, but they backed up her story, which was that they called 911 because they saw a guy on the driveway roof outside their window. A cop went out on the roof and looked around, but he didn't find anything. The cops came to our room and asked us if we'd been out on the roof, and we said no. And the girls in Susanna's room said it wasn't us. It was definitely a man, but they didn't get a real good look at him. In the end, the police told us to keep the windows locked, and we said absolutely we would. Mr. Bartow and Miss Rector stuck around a while looking unhappy, but they couldn't really yell at us about anything, so finally they left. In all the excitement and confusion, they didn't notice that Matt was missing, and of course we didn't point that out to them. As soon as they were gone, Victor and Cameron started asking me a million questions about who the worried guys were and what they were looking for, and generally what the heck was going on. I told them about the weird guys and how they had acted on the plane, and how Matt took the thing from the little guy's backpack, and how the weird guys were after us to get it back. When I was finishing up, we heard tapping on the window. I opened it, and Susanna climbed into our room. She was wearing a Miami Heat parachute sack. "Have you heard from them?" she said. "No," I said. "We need a plan," she said. "Maybe we should tell the police," I said. "You mean like the police who were just here and we finally got rid of them?" "I know, but maybe that was a mistake. Those guys have Matt, and they said if we told the police they'd kill him." "They didn't say they'd kill him." She rolled her eyes. "They said we'd never see him again, Wyatt. What do you think they meant? That they're taking him to Disney World?" I was getting a really bad feeling in my stomach. "So what do you think we should do?" "I don't know yet," said Susanna. "I'm thinking." Victor, who'd been quiet, said, "Where is it?" "Where's what?" I said. "The thing they want." Susanna took off the parachute sack. "In here. I can see it." "Can I see it?" he said. He pulled out the box and handed it to Victor. He looked at it, turned it around in his hand. I said, "Matt thought it was a detonator." "I don't think so," he said. "So what is it?" "I'm not sure, but I think this," he pointed to the little plexiglass dome, "is a laser." "Cool," said Cameron. I said, "Why would those guys have a laser?" "I don't know," said Victor, "but I think this might be a military thing." "Those aren't military guys," said Susanna. Victor took a picture of the box with his phone. "My dad's an intelligence analyst with the Southern Command," he said. "He might know what this is." "Okay," said Susanna, "but don't tell him where you got it until we get Matt back." "Which we have no idea how we're going to do," I said. Susanna was about to say something, but before she could, my phone made the sound of Homer Simpson belching, which is the sound I use for text. "Did your phone just burp?" said Susanna. I looked at the screen and my stomach flipped over. "It's a text from Matt." "What's he say?" said Susanna. She, Cameron, and Victor crowded next to me to see the screen. It said, "Police?" "What does that mean?" said Cameron. "I guess they want to know if the police are around," I said. "Answer no," said Susanna. I typed no and sent it. Then we waited. It felt like a long time, but it was probably only a minute or two. Then my phone burped again. "Tomorrow, 10 a.m., Boy Scout statue, bring it." "What are they talking about?" I said. "What Boy Scout statue?" Susanna and Victor were both thumbing their phones. "There's a Boy Scout memorial," said Victor. "On something called the Ellipse," said Susanna. That is a weird statue, said Cameron, looking at Susanna's phone. Tell them we'll meet them, said Susanna. Text okay. But how are we going to meet them? I said. Don't we have some museum thing tomorrow? Smithsonian National History Museum, said Victor, still thumbing his phone. It's about a mile from the Boy Scout statue. But how will we get away? We'll figure that out, said Susanna. Tell them okay. I text okay. We waited again. Finally, the phone burped. Come along, or you do not see fend again no polic. They're not very good at spelling, said Cameron, taking over for Matt in the whole role of an idiot. How do we know Matt's okay? I said. Ask them, Susanna said. I thumbed my phone. Is Matt okay? Can we talk to him? We all stared at my screen waiting. We stood there looking at it for 5 minutes, hardly breathing. The phone did not burp. Finally, Susanna said, we need a plan. And that concludes chapter 7.